My 9-year-old asked for a family meeting. He had a PowerPoint presentation. The text came in at 4:37 p.m. on a Sunday. From Elias, my 9-year-old, sent from his tablet to the family group chat. Family meeting, kitchen table, 7 p.m., attendance mandatory. My wife looked at me from across the couch. I looked at her. We both smiled. The kind of smile parents share when their kid does something absurdly adult. We assumed he wanted a later bedtime, maybe a bigger allowance, maybe he was finally going to pitch the dog again. At 7 p.m. sharp, we sat down. Elias walked in with my old laptop tucked under his arm. He set it on the table. He opened it. He'd made a PowerPoint. Title slide, Why We Need a Dog, a Business Proposal, by Elias James Navarro, age 9. My wife covered her mouth, laughing. I leaned back, grinning. This was going to be adorable. He clicked to slide 2. It was a pie chart, hand-colored, neatly labeled. The title read, Who Cries in This House? Mom, 40%. Dad, 35%. Me, 20%. The baby, 5%. The grin left my face. My wife's hand dropped from her mouth. The room went cold. Not angry cold. The kind of cold that happens when the air gets sucked out of a space and nobody knows how to breathe it back in. My wife and I haven't had a loud fight in years. We don't scream. We don't slam doors. We're quiet fighters. We go silent. We turn away in bed. We answer in one-word sentences for days. We thought we were protecting the kids. We thought if they couldn't hear it, they couldn't feel it. Elias clicked to slide 3. Photos. Taken on his tablet, secretly. My wife sitting on the laundry room floor, crying into a towel. He'd labeled it, Mom cries when she thinks nobody is looking. Me sitting in the backyard at 4 p.m. on a Saturday, staring at nothing. He'd labeled it, Dad is tired of life. I couldn't look at my wife. She couldn't look at me. Our 9-year-old was showing us what we looked like through his eyes, and it was the most honest mirror either of us had ever faced. He clicked to slide 4. The heading read, The Quiet Problem. He didn't read from the slide. He just talked. I hear the quiet, Dad. At night, when you and Mom stop talking, the whole house gets so quiet I can hear the clock in the hallway. I lie in bed counting the ticks because there's nothing else to listen to. Sometimes I count to 300 before someone makes a sound. He looked at both of us. I think a dog would make noise when you won't. My wife made a sound, not a word, just a sound, and pressed her hand flat against the table like she was trying to hold herself in place. He clicked to the last slide. Conclusion. We don't just need a dog. We need something to love together. Because right now, I think we forgot how. He closed the laptop. He looked at us with the kind of patience a 9-year-old shouldn't have. Then he said, That's the end of my presentation. Questions? Neither of us had questions. We had tears. I looked at my wife for the first time in I don't know how long. Not glanced, not checked, looked, and she looked back. And in that kitchen, with a 9-year-old standing between us holding a laptop he could barely carry, we both understood the same thing at the same time. We weren't protecting him from anything. He'd been sitting in the silence, counting clock ticks, photographing our sadness, and building a PowerPoint presentation because it was the only way he knew how to say, I see you, both of you, and I'm scared. We didn't get a dog that week. We got a therapist. My wife went first, then me, then together. We started talking, actually talking, for the first time in over a year. Not about logistics, not about schedules, about the quiet, about what filled it when we stopped trying. 3 months later, we went to the county shelter, all 4 of us. Elias walked the kennels for 45 minutes. He passed every golden retriever, every lab, every puppy. He stopped in front of a 5-year-old mutt with one eye, patchy fur, and a tail that hadn't stopped wagging since we walked in. This one, Elias said, he's not perfect, but he's happy anyway. We named him Captain. He sleeps between our pillows now. He barks at the mailman, the dishwasher, the wind, and his own reflection. He is the loudest, most chaotic animal I've ever shared a home with. The house isn't quiet anymore, and for the first time in a long time, that's a good thing.